You know how some websites just look amazing? They're beautiful, they're easy to use, and then you land on others and it's just a wall of text. So what's the difference? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on the secret ingredient that makes it all happen. We're talking about CSS.
Okay, to really get what CSS does, let's do a little thought experiment. I want you to picture your favorite website. Got it? Now imagine we just delete all the design. Poof! All the colors, the cool fonts, the way everything is laid out, it's all gone. What do you think is left?
You're left with, well, this. A plain, kind of boring text document. I mean, sure, all the words and pictures are still there, but it's just a blob. It's hard to read, it's not fun to look at, and good luck trying to find anything. And that, right there, that's the exact problem CSS was invented to fix.
Right, so let's dive into that a bit more. Section 1. A web without style.
The best way to think about this is to see a website as a team effort between two things. First, you've got HTML. Think of HTML as the skeleton of the website. It creates the structure, right? The headings, the paragraphs, the images, it's the bare bones. But then you've got CSS. CSS is the personality. It's the clothes, the haircut, the style. It's everything that makes the website look good. The colors, the fonts, the layout. One gives you the structure, the other gives you the style.
All right, so we get the problem. Now let's talk about the solution. Section 2. What exactly is CSS?
So CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets, and really its whole job in life is to control how a website looks. It's the language that takes that plain, boring HTML skeleton and turns it into the polished, attractive website you actually want to spend time on.
Okay, so we know what it is, but what can it actually do? Let's get into the good stuff. Section 3. The power of design.
I mean, what can't it control? We're talking about way more than just text color and font size. CSS handles the backgrounds, the borders, the exact spacing between things, basically the entire layout. And here's the really cool part, responsive design. You know how a website can look amazing on a giant monitor and then magically rearrange itself to look just as good on your phone? Yeah, that's CSS. It even handles cool little animations and transitions that make a site feel alive.
All right, so that's what it does. But how does it all work under the hood? Let's take a look. Section 4. How CSS works. So yeah, how does it actually work? It feels a bit like magic, right? You see this beautiful web page, but how did the computer know to make that button green and this text a certain size? What's the conversation happening behind the scenes? Well, it all comes down to a set of really simple rules, kind of like this one here. Now, I know it looks like code, but don't worry. It's actually super straightforward. This little block of text is basically just saying, hey, browser, see every paragraph on this page? That's the P part. I want you to make all of them blue and make the font 18 pixels big. That's literally it. It's just a set of instructions.
So let's break that down. Every single CSS rule has two main parts. First, you've got the selector. In our example, that was the letter P. The selector's job is to answer the question, what are we styling? And then you have the declaration, which is the part like color blue. The declaration answers the question, how are we styling it? It's that simple. You pick something and you tell it what to look like.
Okay, so we've got these rules, but where do they go? Where do you actually write them? Section 5. Putting styles in place.
Now, there are a few different ways to add CSS to a page, but for now, we're going to focus on two of the main ones to get you started. First up is something called inline CSS. This is where you literally stick the style rule right inside the HTML code for a specific element. It's super direct, which can be useful sometimes. But as you can probably guess, if you start doing this for everything on a big website, things get messy. Really, really messy. It's like trying to decorate a whole house by painting one tiny spot at a time.
So, a much cleaner way to do it is with internal CSS. With this method, you put all your style rules together in one place, inside a special style tag right at the top of your HTML file. This keeps everything for that one page nice and organized. Now, for big projects, most developers use a totally separate file called an external style sheet, but this internal method is a great way to keep things tidy on a single page.
All right, let's wrap this up with the key things to remember. Number 1. HTML gives a web page its structure, its skeleton. Number 2, CSS provides all the style, all the visual design. And number 3, CSS works with a simple two-step process. You select an element, and then you apply rules to tell it how to look. Structure, style, and rules. Got it?
At the end of the day, CSS is so much more than just code for colors and fonts. It's what turns a boring document into an actual experience. A good design guides you. It makes you feel something. It tells you a story. So the next time you land on a website that just feels right, take a second, look closer, and ask yourself, what story is this design trying to tell me?